what's going on with the visa?
I don't know. I'm hearing this nonsense from the leader of the opposition about Canadian-American visa. I'm not sure what's happening. I think the leader of the opposition should stop this scaremongering. There is no discussion about Canadian visas or American visas. There's no discussion about it. I don't know where that's coming from. Nobody has spoken anything about Canadian-American visas. In fact, I went to Brussels to have a discussion with the European Commission on the situation not regarding St. Lucia's visas, but regarding the CIP program and how it related to the agreement that was signed by the other heads of government. And I made it clear that St. Lucia had no objection to the agreement because St. Lucia was already doing everything and more than is in the agreement. You may recall that the Americans had 6 points which we followed. We are the only one who are giving interviews to applicants. We are doing everything in the agreement. But I went to Europe to agree, and I heard this nonsense about I was summoned to Europe. If I was summoned to Europe, I must be a really important prime minister for the entire European Commission to summon a guy from a small country. I must be really important. You know, these meetings in Europe were planned long before. Because what I wanted to do, Yadi, I don't understand that. I have a country to run. Now, there were agreements signed. There was an agreement between 4 countries, a discussion, and I was involved in discussions. There is no argument or disagreement between me and the other 3 members, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Kitts. We spoke about it together. In fact, next month I'm going to be chairman of the OECS. But here is what: all these islands were in the CIP before us. They have benefited a lot more than us in the CIP. It was the UWP government who changed the rules of the CIP. They're the ones who lowered the cost of the citizenship by investment, and they are the ones who removed the threshold of $3 million. They were the ones who did it. Right? So what I did is that I went to Europe to say to the guys, before we sign agreements, which is the agreement, which is on one topic, which is the price of the citizenship by investment program, we already have connections and we already have projects and contracts. So we cannot change these contracts overnight. In fact, there is one country who is in the same position. You understand?
Okay.
But I'm not going to behave childishly. I'm going to talk about it. The fact is, what I came to do in Europe was to explain to the Europeans that we have contracts that are out, and we need to get them settled before we sign on to the price agreement that the other countries signed on. We have no contention. The only person that's talking about St. Lucia's CIP in a bad way is the leader of the opposition, who's trying to spoil St. Lucia's name. He knows very well the investments that are going to come into the country, but it's the same way he caused St. Lucia to lose over $12 million because of a bad decision he took regarding range. So right now, he's spreading these rumors and these falsities to put fear in the hearts of St. Lucians, because he knows the investments that happen in the country. He knows where the country is heading. He knows the results of the last statement of revenue and expenditure. He knows unemployment is coming down. He knows the massive investments that are coming to the country. So he's trying to spoil the country's good name by trying to spoil our reputation abroad. The only person who is talking about St. Lucia's CIP is the leader of the opposition, and the news and the false news that he peddles. Let me assure solutions that there is no issue with any US or Canadian visa. There is no issue. That's not in for any discussion. And the only one who is complaining about the CIP as it relates to St. Lucia is the leader of the opposition.